how to grow in favor. Jesus engaged, we see that it's by engaging our call and our purpose while honoring those God has placed in our life.
Mm.
Because the two verses preceding Jesus' growth in favor was him honoring natural mother and father.
Yeah.
Mary and Joseph. It said that,
right.
that he submitted himself to them. And here's the interesting thing is that was only a few verses after they lost God.
Yeah. Yeah.
So here in Luke chapter 2, right, they go, there's the census, everybody's going to get counted. And it says Mary and Joseph, it said when they did what they were there to do, everybody went back, everybody started heading home.
Yeah.
And it says they were 3 days into their journey, and Mary turned to Joseph, said, "Have you seen the Lord?"
Yeah.
And Joseph said, "I thought you were watching God." And how many times do we get caught up in the hustle and bustle of life, and we're 3 days removed from the presence, and nobody realizes we've lost God? See, because the place where the favor of God rests is the place where fear of God is present.
Come on, that's it.
And we can't have favor without righteous fear, and the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom, and wisdom actually is connected to the ways of God.
That's right.
And so they go back and they ask Jesus to go, what? Because here he is, he's giving wisdom and understanding to the scribes. They said, "Hey, why did you do this to us? You made us look like terrible parents." Like, they went back and they were upset with God. And he's like, "Hey, didn't you know that I would be all about my Father's business?" In other words, I didn't change.
Yeah.
I didn't go somewhere.
Yeah.
You guys left. But he still submitted himself, even though he knew in that moment, like, I'm the Lord and they lost me. He chose to surrender himself to people that in that moment he recognized the weakness.
So good.
And he didn't take his lordship back. He didn't say, "Well, guys, listen, you've done okay up until now, but I can see that I need to take it from here."
Yeah.
For 18 more years, he submitted himself to a leadership in his life that the truth was he had recognized their weakness and chose to honor them in the midst of it. And one of the things that causes us to grow in wisdom and stature and favor with God and man is to not uncover the weaknesses of others, but to honor the gift regardless of the package.
That's so good. That's so good.
And, and we see it happen so often, where somebody can, somebody chooses to dishonor maybe because they didn't like something a leader did, or they say, "Well, you didn't do this, so I'm going to do that." And the truth is, you didn't hurt the leader. You just removed yourself from the place of your favor.
Yeah.
It's Psalm 1. It's the place of your planting is the place of your fruitfulness.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we see here, and of course, Proverbs 16:15, it says, "In the light of the king's face is life. In the light of the king's face is life, and his favor is like a cloud of latter rain." Zechariah 10:1 says, "Ask the Lord for rain in the time of the latter rain. The Lord will make flashing clouds. He will give them showers of rain, grass in the field for everyone." And here's what I want to encourage the viewers right now is, in the time of favor, don't stop with a little dab.
Yeah.
In other words, favor is coming in seed form. And sometimes the manifestation of favor is enough to meet your need. And oftentimes people can really press in when they have a need that needs to be met. But what happens when you no longer have a need?
That's right.
And the truth is, in the time of favor, so in the time of rain, ask for rain. Well, it said in Proverbs 16 that the Lord's favor is like the cloud of latter rain. So what he's saying is, in the time of the latter rain, ask for rain. In the time of favor, ask for favor. And so we recognize that favor is showing up to meet our need. Don't stop when your need is met, but recognize you have just positioned yourself in a place where the favor of God is on you for others. And don't stop when the need is met. Recognize, wait a minute, there is more where that came from. And I'm not just called to be blessed. I'm called to be a blessing. Because with favor, there are certain things that we can do that will actually attract the favor of God to us.
Yeah.
In Proverbs 11:17, it says, "A man of kindness attracts favor."